What does it take to dig a tunnel wider than a five-story building, under one of the most unpredictable rivers on Earth, and finish it in just 110 days? It sounds like science fiction, but this isn't a Hollywood movie. It's real. Chinese engineers made it happen. They built a massive underwater tunnel beneath the Yellow River, a river so wild it's nicknamed China's Sorrow for its deadly floods and shifting course. This is the story of the Jinan-Huanggang Road Tunnel, one of the boldest infrastructure projects ever attempted. So how did China pull off something that most engineers would call impossible? Let's break it down, piece by piece, and see how ambition, speed, and next-level technology came together to make the unthinkable real. Let's zoom in on where this tunnel actually is. It lies deep beneath the Yellow River near the city of Jinan in Shandong Province, eastern China. Now, the Yellow River isn't just any river. It's wide, muddy, and dangerous, flowing through the heart of northern China. And Jinan, sitting right on its banks, is split in half by it. The tunnel built here isn't small. It's the largest underwater shield tunnel ever made. It's 17 meters in diameter. That's about 56 feet wide. Large enough to fit a 6-lane highway. But why go through all this trouble? Because Jinan has a serious traffic problem. In fact, for 2 years straight, it held the title of China's most congested city. Think about it. 9.4 million people trying to move around every day, with only a few bridges connecting the north and south sides. The delays were so bad, the city lost around $2.3 billion a year in productivity. People were stuck in traffic for hours. Businesses were suffering. And the city's growth was grinding to a halt. To truly fix it, Jinan needed something bigger, faster, and more reliable than another bridge. That's when the idea of the underwater tunnel came in. At first you might think, why not just build more bridges? But here's the thing. Building new bridges over the Yellow River is a nightmare. First, the river constantly shifts. Its banks move. The water levels rise and fall unpredictably. That makes stable construction almost impossible. Second, the surrounding areas are protected ecological zones. These zones are home to rare plants and fish, and building over them could cause serious environmental damage. Third, the few safe spots for bridges, they're already taken. All the solid ground that could support new bridge foundations is in use, and trying to make room for new ones? That would mean demolishing neighborhoods where 240,000 people live. Imagine telling nearly 250,000 people to leave their homes, just for traffic. Now let's talk about what's under the river. The riverbed is like quicksand. It's full of soft silt, shifting sands, and water pressure so intense it could crush a submarine. One small mistake could lead to a cave-in, a flood, or worse, an ecological disaster. So the challenge wasn't just about digging a tunnel. It was about digging a massive tunnel, under unstable ground, under extreme pressure, without disturbing the environment, and doing it all fast, because the city was already choking in traffic. This wasn't just hard, it was borderline impossible. So, how did they do it? To solve this nearly impossible puzzle, China went underground, literally, with a machine that looked like something out of science fiction. Enter the Shanhe Tunnel Boring Machine, or TBM. This wasn't your average piece of equipment. It was a custom-built giant made specifically for the Yellow River's wild conditions. Let's break it down. The TBM was 17.5 meters wide. That's wider than a 5-story building is tall. It weighed 4,200 tons, about the same as 700 elephants. And at the front, a 7,500 horsepower cutter head that could slice through silt, sand, and rock like butter. But raw power wasn't enough. The riverbed was constantly shifting. Pressure levels changed by the hour. To stay in control, the machine was packed with 3,800 sensors, all tracking pressure, movement, and alignment in real time. Every tiny shift was detected instantly, and the machine adjusted itself to stay on track. Construction crews didn't stop. Work continued around the clock in rotating shifts. They installed 2,164 concrete rings to form the tunnel, each one weighing 72 tons, placed every 2 meters with millimeter precision. To keep the tunnel straight, engineers used laser guidance systems, which kept the entire structure from drifting more than 5 millimeters, over a distance of 5.4 kilometers. That's like drawing a perfect straight line across 50 football fields, underground. And it wasn't just fast, it was eco-conscious too. 98% of the soil removed during digging was recycled and reused. Only 15% of the riverbed was disturbed. preserving most of the ecosystem. Noise levels were kept under 75 decibels to protect the 160 species of fish living nearby. Inside, the tunnel is built for the future. It's double-decker, with 3 lanes going south on the upper level and 3 going north below. There are 27 emergency exits, 16 massive jet fans per kilometer, and 1.2-meter thick walls, strong enough to handle the pressure of 40 elephants per square meter. This wasn't just a tunnel. It was a masterclass in engineering, speed, and environmental care, all rolled into one. So, what did all of this effort actually achieve? Well, the results are jaw-dropping. The underwater section of the Jinan-Huanggang Road Tunnel, the part under the Yellow River, was completed in just 110 days. That's not a typo. A job that normally takes 3 years was done in a little over 3 months. And now? 30,000 vehicles pass through it every single day. The same as adding 6 new bridges to the city. It didn't just save time. It saved money too. The tunnel cost only $95 million. For comparison, Norway's famous ROG Fast Undersea Tunnel, which is half as long, cost over $2.1 billion. And China isn't slowing down. The Jinan Tunnel was just the beginning. Engineers are now preparing for something even bolder, a 76-mile undersea tunnel across the Bohai Strait, a megaproject that could connect the country's northeast and east like never before. That tunnel alone could cost $45 billion. And possibly break every current record in tunnel construction. So will China pull it off? If the Yellow River Tunnel taught us anything, it's this. With enough innovation, teamwork, and ambition, even the wildest ideas can become real. The future of infrastructure isn't just coming, it's being dug, piece by piece, right beneath our feet.